He has Inter looking every inch potential champions, but they've been knocked off top spot by Juventus. Tonight a chance to return to the summit. Napoli desperate to make up lost ground. Your commentators this evening, Adam Summerton and Tony Dorigo, as we have a look at the respective lineups. Mazzari's made 3 changes to the Napoli 11 that began their 4-2 loss at Real Madrid in the week. They're still without a natural left-back, with both Mario Rui and Oliveira injured. Juan Jesus had been playing there, but he dropped to the bench tonight, and Ørstigard comes into the back 4, with Natan expected to play at full-back. Zielinski isn't fully fit, so Elmas starts in midfield, and Osimhen makes his first start since the 8th of October. Simeone makes way for him. 8 changes for Inter. It's tonight's back 3 who remain from the side that began the 3-3 draw at Benfica. De Vrij, Acerbi and Darmian. All the big guns rested in Lisbon are back in tonight, including Serie A top scorer Lautaro Martinez, who has 13 goals in 13 league games this season. So a third of the way through the Serie A season, and the champions have work to do. Inter 8 points above them. The Nerazzurri 11 games unbeaten in all competitions. Napoli struggling for form and consistency, but the season is long, Tony, and there's time to turn it all around. But this is huge for Napoli in particular tonight.
Simply because Inter are certainly so far ahead of Napoli, but this is where they can have a direct contrast against their opponent and get 3 points back. And Napoli stuttering this season. Rudy Garcia, that experiment is now over. Mazzari is back, a safe pair of hands. And of course, after that win away at Atalanta, they're at home. Osimhen's back. This is a big game. It
really is. So much to look forward to here. The president in the house. It is a sold-out Maradona. There is so much anticipation ahead of this. Let's hope it lives up to the billing. Two top-scoring sides in Serie A ahead of this weekend. Of course, Mazzari back in Naples a decade after he left for Inter. There is no lack of star quality out there tonight, is there? So many potential match winners in the respective teams. But will we see last season's Napoli tonight is the question. They hope here that they will be revitalised under Mazzari after, as Tony put it, that rather failed experiment under Rudy Garcia. Davide Massa is our referee tonight. Took charge of a cracking game in the Champions League on Wednesday as PSV won 3-2 in Seville. Di Lorenzo and Lautaro wear the respective armbands. Confirmation of the officials. In charge of VAR is Valerio Marini. Maurizio Mariani is the assistant VAR this evening. Two very attacking teams here ahead of the weekend. They were the league's top 2 for shots on goal, expected goals and goals scored. The potential for a shootout between 2 of the most lethal centre-forwards in Serie A. Osimhen back in from the start for Napoli. And Lautaro leads the line for Inter. 13 goals in 13 league games for him. Lautaro and Osimhen have scored the most goals in Serie A since the start of last season. 34 for Lautaro in that time, 32 for Osimhen. But this is a night that Napoli need to make the most of. For the most part, they've been a shadow, really, of the team that were by far the best side in Italy last season. Inter threatening to take that mantle this term. What a game this could be, Tony.
Absolutely, the two big guns ready to go at it. And of all the games to turn around your season, this would be it, wouldn't it? At home against Inter. Osimhen is back. The support, the noise is incredible. Let's see what we got in store.
Off we go then. As Østigard looks for Politano, met by the head of Di Marco. Fabio Capello, ahead of this game in the Italian media, was saying he thinks really big factor that will decide this game is Inter's left flank against Napoli's right flank, particularly Di Marco against Di Lorenzo.
Well, I think there's no doubt there are plenty of battles all around the pitch. The most important thing is to get the better of your opponent, but I think trying to concentrate on one part of the pitch compared to another would be a mistake. You look at the quality all around the pitch. Anyone with time and space will hurt you, so it really has to be a complete team effort tonight.
That with Jan Sommer. Nathan starting tonight at left back, as we'd expected. Juan Jesus had been playing in that role with no natural left back at the moment, with Mario Rui and Oliveira both out injured. It's a big call to put Nathan there. He has played there in the past, but definitely his more favoured position would be in the centre.
Yeah, so then you've got to look at how will he fly down this left-hand side, what sort of support will he give, can he whip those crosses in? I suggest maybe it'll be more of a give and go, and then stop and let, well, he's not, he's off, look at him, there he goes, already doing the overlap.
Østigard, who's come into the side tonight. Di Lorenzo, Anguissa, Lobotka. You're wondering why Zielinski's not starting for Napoli. He took a bit of a heavy tackle from Rudiger in the Real Madrid game and felt that afterwards. And whilst he is on the bench, they've decided not to risk him from the start tonight. Here's Kvaratskhelia, Osimhen in front of him. Elmas gets on the ball. Elmas has a goal! Oh! Great save that by Sommer. Fantastic play all round.
Incredible, what a strike. I thought that was going to nestle into the top corner. The space they gave Kvaratskhelia, that was the first problem. And then when Elmas picks the ball up, see how he cuts across the ball, always going away from the keeper. That's a really good save.
What a start that would have been for Napoli and Mazzari. Here's Elmas again. Plenty in the box to aim at. Osimhen felt he was being held by Acerbi. And the referee gives the goal kick. Some effort that, though, by Elmas. It was really travelling from the Macedonian international.
Caught it really well. Sommer just gets enough on it to keep it out.